Ladies and gents, welcome back to Aid Thompson and Other Disappointments. Please welcome to the show, Neil Dr. Fox. Woo!
Genetically, paedophiles have more genes in common with crabs than they do with you and me. Now that is scientific fact. There's no real evidence for it, but it is scientific fact.
I suppose my first question for you would be like, look, if we look back at that Pepsi network chart period, and then you went on to Pop Idols sitting alongside Simon Cowell, and then there's all of these Sony Radio Awards and Smash Hits poll winners awards, and like, how does it feel to have come up that trajectory, which is all very impressive and everything, but to have now reached the peak by appearing on this podcast?
Yeah, I know. It's something that obviously 40 years ago, I knew there was something to look forward to. I didn't know this. Clearly you weren't even born then, but.
So, Neil Fox, you did the Pepsi chart. Mark Goodyear hosted the Radio 1 Top 40. Within those years, though, there were obviously chart rivalries. Take That and E17, Blur and Oasis. But who would win in a fight between you and Mark Goodyear?
We won. We won. And I say we because when I was the face of the Pepsi chart, and I started it in 93 and we ended in 2005, and there was a massive team of people that put it together. I
thought for a second you meant we were, as in you and Mark Goodyear had teamed up and beaten people like in a pub together. You know?
Oh, I said, no, we beat people. No.
Question 3.
Yeah.
If there was a new show out on Amazon Prime or Netflix or something,
yeah,
and the show was called Times I Was a Bellend, what episode of your life would you donate to it?
When have I been an absolute bellend? Do you know, I think without realizing, look, I'm sure my wife would tell you many times. I think there are moments probably when I look back and you think, oh my, actually, I tell you, there was a day, and I often look back and go, what a twat. I was with a friend of mine who was a famous actor, and I was going to interview Robin Williams, not Robbie, but Robin Williams.
Okay.
And my mate was going to come with me because he really liked Robin Williams, right? And we'd had a problem, and we ended up an hour early for this thing. And on impulse, I went out and bought a car.
Right.
We're in Park Lane, and I bought a Porsche.
Right.
And I remember afterwards just going home slightly thinking, what a twat. I was a really sort of, even at the time, I remember thinking that was a bit of a tossy thing to do, wasn't it? The whole thing about it was it was just a bit idiotic, really. And I think most people I know, I'm sure there must have been times when I've probably been a bit of a tosser.
Question number 4. When you were on Brass Eye...
Genetically, paedophiles have more genes in common with crabs than they do with you and me. Now that is scientific fact. There's no real evidence for it, but it is scientific fact.
How exactly did you end up reading?
Did they get us? Look, do you know what's really interesting about that? I mean, that was a really, really clever TV show.
Yeah.
Because what they did was, obviously you don't see, what I'd say, the whole process.
Right.
So they, and actually, so it came as a request from our press office who've been contacted. We're doing a show. Can we come and film? So you kind of think, it's all come from legitimate reasons, and the press people have come in, and then you end up in a way, they get you to say more and more ridiculous things. And I've watched other ones as well where the sort of same thing happened, and then sort of all of a sudden, when they edit it all together, you end up going, how did I not see this coming?
So in that spirit, my last question is, would you mind now re-recording the line for me now? But could you say, hi, I'm DJ Neil Fox. Tune in to Aid Thompson and Other Disappointments tonight for a stimulating discussion about media. There's no real evidence to suggest it will be, but it is scientific fact.
Hello, I'm Neil Fox, and can I please recommend that you tune into Aid Thompson's brilliant podcast, of which I will be a feature of. It's going to be an absolutely fascinating discussion about media and other topics, of course. And there's no scientific proof to say that he is a genius, but he clearly is.